Coca-Cola 10-pin bowling classic. Jeanette Baker, Victoria up against the under-21s, a real battle for both teams.
Well, I think it's going to be a battle of the Masters versus the Blasters here, and Victoria should come out victors.
The under-21s, the young guns of this team, they're headed up by Brad Hampson. He's the captain. He'll lead them off. Amanda Bradley, one of the real young guns, up and coming in the 10-pin bowling world in this country. And David Brooker, he's only 17, but keep an eye on him.
Victoria's headed by Len Hogg, the Iceman from Geelong. Secondly will be Cara Honeychurch, 21 years of age, but 11 years in bowling. And John Sullivan's their captain, Mr. Magic from Doncaster in Melbourne.
Well, let's hope some of that magic can carry over to the Victorian team. John Sullivan will be bringing the team home. First up, the under-21s, Brad Hampson. The captain, only 19 years of age, stacked full of potential, been bowling for 8 years. Would like a great opening to this game. Well, in the pocket, it's a strike. You don't get any better.
Well, that's the best opening you could possibly start off with. The perfect strike, as we see. Good lift coming right through the centre of the ball, and those back row pins just dissolving off the deck.
Len Hogg is the captain for Victoria, the Iceman. He's on target as well.
He's answered it back.
What a start to this game by both these lead players. Rip the rack.
As he said, he ripped the rack, as we can see. The ball going in and the pins just floating off the deck. Great shot as he enjoys his Coca-Cola.
Next up for the under-21s, Amanda Bradley. Her potential is unlimited, one of the real rising stars on the Australian 10-pin bowling scene. Amanda starts with a strike. There's one of the reasons why. Really is a power to be reckoned with in coming years, and even now.
Oh, this is true. The experience that some of these kids have got is fantastic, and therefore when it comes to situations like this, they're able to just grind away.
You wouldn't like to be Cara Honeychurch now, coming on the end of 3 strikes.
Well,
she's got to try and keep the perfect record intact for both these teams. Cara.
Giving it some air. How's it look? Okay, being told by her teammates on 2. Let's go back and get the 2 hits left.
It's the view. It was a touch long.
Yep, just taking off. A little bit too late for her.
Been bowling for 11 years, only 21 years of age. Cara Honeychurch looking to tidy up the spare. She does it. Does it like a veteran. A smile comes over her face, because it's been a hot start to this game.
It sure has, and very difficult, as you said, for Cara to be the next bowler up when everybody else has started so strong. But we see that straight shot going to the corner.
Speaking about big guns in the under-21s, David Brooker, have a look at him. Gives it a big heave.
Yes!
It comes, and another strike. So that's a turkey for the under-21s. 3 strikes in a row.
And they are looking good. How's this shot? All wrist and power. Comes in, and yes, guns it. That's 1 each for the under-21s.
They are really on fire. He's not under-21 by no means. 46-year-old John Sullivan. They call him Mr. Magic. He's the captain of this Victorian team. Hit. He's looking for a strike of his own. Look at the quality of this 10-pin bowling.
You could hear Len Hogg almost like the navigator on the bowling ball on that particular shot.
We'll have a quick break. The under-21s, they're up by 10.
This is Dick Ritger bringing you some information about the standardized equipment in 10-pin bowling. We have bowling pins. They're 15 inches high. The circumference of the ball is 27 inches. The lane itself from the foul line to the front pin is 60 foot in length. The width of the lane is 42 inches. And within that 42-inch width, we have 39 boards. The front part of the lane is made of maple, a hard surface material, to absorb the shock of the ball. The middle part of the lane is pine, a softer material. The equipment is standardized worldwide. Bowling is in 85 countries. In Australia, it's regulated by the Australian 10-Pin Bowling Congress.
What a great start it's been to this contest in the Coca-Cola 10-Pin Classic. The under-21s and Victoria doing battle. At the moment, the young guns have 3 strikes to their credit. We're at the top of the 4th frame. A perfect record. Can Brad Hampson? He's the captain. Can he keep it intact?
He's got that one down early. Will it come back?
Yes, he can.
4 out of 4 for the under-21s. He's pleased.
4 strikes in succession. The under-21s, the young guns, really applying the pressure to Victoria.
Got that ball down very, very early. Knew it was going to be hooking at the back end and got the mix. Great shot. But now we come to the experienced side. Lenny Hogg,
who opened up the game for Victoria with a strike.
How's this one look? Oh, it's wide. Oh, lucky to get the 10-pin out of that one.
Crawley shot.
And at the moment, the under-21s are on target for a perfect game.
They are. It's an equal world record that they've got. 4 out of 4. You can't ask for any more than that. Whereas Victoria staying clean so far. As we see Len Hogg going for the conversion to the spare, and only just takes that back row pin out.
Never going to miss.
And coming into this round, of course, Victoria were 3rd after the first round, and the under-21s were 6th. So the kids have come in with nothing to lose and everything to gain, and they're attacking right from the beginning.
Amanda Bradley trying to keep the perfect record for her team intact. It is a huge ask. Already 1 strike.
Will it hold?
Good.
Oh, yes!
Down it goes. 5 in a row. The under-21s, they are on fire here.
They are absolutely alive. And of course, we see this shot. It goes wide, comes back late, 6-pin in the gutter, but tucks out the 10-pin, and Brad Hampson in the back on his feet, riding that strike.
And the under-21s are on target for a $10,000 bonus if they can bowl the perfect game 300 from True Value Hardware. Honeychurch comes up with a strike of her own. This is an absolutely sensational game. The quality, unbelievable.
As we see this shot where Cara really, she starts riding it in once the ball's 3/4 of the way down there. She knew the ball was going to sit up in the pocket for her. David Brooker
Needs
is
to
giving
keep
that
this
some
intact.
air. Oh, yes!
So they remain on target. 6 strikes in succession for the under-21s. They remain on target for the True Value $10,000 bonus.
Oh,
True Value
very
Hardware.
much off balance, but that's the strength of the wrist, being have the ability to bring that ball back.
6 in a row. What an effort by the under-21s.
I mean, the Victorians aren't playing bad.
No, that's exactly right.
It's just that they've come out with the under-21s ready to go.
John Sullivan, the captain for the Bigs. He might come up with one of his.
Oh my goodness, look at the wobbling pin. Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Well, they call him Mr. Magic. He's going to have to be a magic man to pull
He
this shot
will.
off.
He's riding it. He's pleased with it. But the pins just fly all over the place.
Got the wobbles late.
The wobble in the left-hand corner, but will he give it a go? Whoa.
Takes it out. So
takes one.
an open
Takes one.
frame.
But all eyes are upon the under-21s.
So the under-21s with 6 strikes against their name, they go at the end of the 6th frame, a 42-point lead. The under-21s here at the Coca Cola 10-Pin Classic, they are on fire. They've had 6 strikes in succession. This is the opening of the 7th frame. Don't forget, there's a $10,000 bonus for anyone who bowls the perfect game here from the True Value Hardware Group. What a bonus that would be for the under-21s. This is Brad Hampson. All the pressure on him. They're going for 7 strikes in a row.
Oh,
Won't turn in time.
No.
What a big effort it's been by the under-21s, and the crowd appreciate what they've turned on. 6 strikes in a row. I guess eventually they have to crack.
Well, just stayed behind the ball way too long that time, giving it too much room. And consequently, the washout. See what he does with the spare. Ooh! A little bit too soft and just plucking off that one pin. Still, there's still room.
It lasted.
It was fantastic. But the Victorians say, well, if they can start with that, we can finish with that. So they're not really out of it. They're looking at a 2:28 pace if they can strike out from here.
Len Hock for Victoria. Lead bowler. Open with a strike. Just centimetres off target on that occasion.
Falling all over the foul line there. Knew that that was going to affect his release. If the thumb and the fingers don't come out at the right time, that's the difference between a strike and what we're seeing there is a 6 count. Going for the spare. Oh, and chops it.
Terrific. Can't collect them. Not real happy about it.
But now we see Amanda Bradley for the under-21s.
Can she get them back on record intact?
That's right. Can she get them back on track? Because if they strike out from here, it would be a magnificent 260 game.
Only 18 years of age, but already she's won many senior titles. Amanda Bradley. Coming back in time, yes! 3 strikes for Amanda Bradley in this second round encounter, and they're happy. Why wouldn't they be?
Great shot that was. Solid at the line, bringing the ball through, released through the center of the ball, and the pins just diminish. Just disappear off the deck.
Cara Honeychurch was in the winning team for Victoria last year in this championship. Hold it. Coming back, and she collects another strike for herself and for the Vicks.
Well, she's put them back on target here, giving it plenty of room, as we see with most of these younger players. Late with the push away so that they've got time to get to the foul line and then power the ball through.
David Brooker already with 2 strikes, looking for his 3rd strike of this game. He makes it a perfect record for this game. David Brooker, only 17 years of age from Belrose in Sydney. What a future this boy has. And look at him, pumped up and angry.
That's all.
Almost like a mean machine, isn't he? Strikes everywhere this game for the under-21s. John Sullivan. Cara giving me a strike in the 8th frame. Going for the 1st and the 9th. And, oh! Well, if there's any advantage, you got the 7-pin out that time. So now, just the 10-pin in the right-hand corner there. As we see the shot, 6-pin, not quite strong enough to go back onto the 10-pin and take it out. John Sullivan shooting for the single-pin spare. Across the lane and good cover.
John Sullivan completes the spare.
Using all the lane, lofting the ball, straightening it out, and covers the spare beautifully.
So with just 1 frame remaining of this contest, the under-21s, they're leading by a massive 53 points. So the under-21s on fire here with just the final 10th frame remaining. They're looking at a high score of 260. What a tremendous achievement that would be by the young guns of this championship, the Coca-Cola 10-pin Classic, Brad Hampson.
See what he does here, sends it wide. Yeah! Oh!
He can't believe there's one left. What do I have to do, he says.
He says, I'm sorry to the rest of the team. It was a great shot. I mean, I would have ridden that a couple of lanes away. He was pleased, but the ball actually was too good. When it hit the pins, instead of deflecting and going back, it went straight through. So now shooting for the spare. Brad Hampson covers that.
That's the spare, so he will get a chance to finish with a strike.
No disgrace at all. If he gets a strike here, 239, which is a great game for the under-21s. Turns his back, knows that spare's covered. Not a problem. Brad Hampson personally opened him up with the strike. Had an open in the middle, and now a spare. Oh.
Would have been fitting to finish with a strike. Brad Hampson can't do it.
What a
great effort.
Absolutely fantastic. 238 final score for the under-21s.
The championship high so far in the Coca Cola 10-pin Classic.
Victoria, if they finish off with 3 strikes, it's up to this man here, Lenny Hogg. Their score will be 187.
And that would have been enough to win most games so far in this championship, and they're going to finish a bad second.
Absolutely no disgrace. Oh, yes, there's one. There's one. Shaking his head, wondering, where have I been all game? Possibly made an adjustment because he could afford to make an adjustment that last shot. There it is. Sits nicely. Trips the 4-pin. Full count for Lenny Hogg. Now up for his bonus ball, his first bonus ball in the 10th frame. Goes wide. Oh, not at all.
The moment it left the hand, Len Hogg knew he was in trouble. He has travelled extensively overseas, 4th in the World Cup. I think that's probably the equal best by an Australian male.
That's correct, yes. Lenny did that a couple of years ago. Great performance by him.
Great performance. He can complete this spare. He can't do it.
Gave it a good shot. Gave it a good shot. But how's that performance by the under-21s?
The under-21s, huge winners over this red-hot Victorian team. In the
Final
end,
margin,
by
63 pins.
63. So 238 to 175 to Victoria.
Len Hogg's going for that split. Oh, just a coat of paint. That's all that's in it. As we see the victorious team.
The young guns. There they are, Brad Hampson, Amanda Bradley and David Brooker. They all did a tremendous job there. And they came up with 8 strikes. The under-21s, big winners over Victoria. We'll be back next week with more exciting action from the Coca Cola 10-pin Classic.